Hey, sis, what's up? So, are you going to take me along on that long-awaited honeymoon? Of course, it's going to be all expenses paid. That would include travel, accommodations, and let's not forget souvenirs. Oh, that part is what I'm super excited about. Oh boy, I can't wait. Oh, you really lucked out, sis. Got yourself a filthy rich dude. Thanks, sis. This is going to be a blast.
Ugh, what the hell are you blabbering on and on about, Cindy? Sheesh. Didn't I tell you the thing had been postponed? Barry's grandfather died recently. I thought I told you.
But the wedding went without a hitch.
Like I said, he died right afterwards. I explained this all to everyone at dinner last week. You were there, right?
Oh, come on, sis. The guy was just an old geezer. No need for you to cancel the honeymoon. I mean, this is a once-in-a-lifetime thing. Who cancels that? The whole thing sounds so hokey. To be honest, I can't believe it.
Barry's grandfather practically raised him. His parents were both working and hardly ever home, so he was like his dad. It's like he lost his dad. It was devastating to him. We couldn't very well just off and go on our honeymoon so soon after Grandpa died. It just didn't seem like the decent thing to do.
I really don't get it, to be honest.
And what's more, a honeymoon is a special occasion, something that married couples do. I can't understand why you would even ask to come along.
Oh, yeah, well, you really don't have to call it a honeymoon, just a family trip. Then it's okay, right? If you guys are paying, I don't care if it's a honeymoon or a family trip or whatever. As long as you foot the bill, I'm game.
You never change, do you, Cindy? If it's free, you want it. You're an adult now. Grow up, would you? You're a disgrace. You're marrying pretty soon yourself, right, Cindy? Like next month.
Huh? But Barry's rich. You have money, you use it. What's wrong with that?
What's this abnormal obsession with money, for God's sake?
Buy me dinner, and I'll tell you.
You're beyond hope. If you want to go on a trip, save some money and go by yourself. We're not taking you on any honeymoon.
Huh? Oh, come on, sis.
That's that. You're not welcome. End of story. Okay, I'm busy. See you.
Hey, sis, what's up? Man, the weather over here is super nice, but it looks like it may rain a bit by the time you guys get here. Yeah, getting a bit cloudy. Better hurry.
Huh? Is that you, Cindy? What do you want?
Like I keep telling you, I'm joining you on your honeymoon.
What are you talking about?
Like I said, joining you, but I came ahead. I'm busy shopping, so hurry up before I buy too much.
Cindy, didn't you hear what I was saying last month? The honeymoon has been canceled and we have no plans as of yet to go. Barry's busy with work now and we have to schedule it another time.
Yeah, I know. But I bet you didn't know. I saw you over at Mom's place yesterday. Saw that you took home that travel bag, the one you always take on trips. Yeah, so I know you were just putting me on. The honeymoon was not canceled after all. Got you, sis. I knew you had scheduled the trip from today. And if I said I was coming along, you would, of course, not agree to that. So I took matters into my own hands and came straight here beforehand. Didn't think that far, did you, sis? So, what time do you guys plan on getting here? It's getting kind of late. You're already on the plane, right? Oh, or are you already in the taxi headed to the hotel?
No. That travel bag is for the trip to Grandpa's place. Have to work out all the estate stuff with his lawyer. The meeting is scheduled for 2 or 3 days. You know, with all of Barry's relatives living in various places, Aunt Marge is even coming in from London. It'll be good to meet all of Barry's relatives. In Florida.
Huh? Florida? You're not serious.
Yeah, I am actually. As a matter of fact, we just arrived.
Florida is like nowhere near Niagara Falls. That was where you booked your honeymoon, right?
Yeah, that's right, but we canceled all that last month. No cancellation charges or anything. No problem there.
Huh? You're kidding me, right? You don't mean the hotel too, do you?
Of course, we canceled last month.
What? You're not serious. What am I going to do?
I have no idea. Besides, what concern is it of yours? What do you have to do with our honeymoon?
I said I was going on the honeymoon, remember? I said I was going ahead of you. I was going to stay in the same room as you guys. Just trying to be considerate and save money.
Excuse me? I was looking forward to staying in the suite room.
Well, I mean, they told me that even if you guys showed up, there was plenty of room for like 4 people.
I'm speechless. Listen up, Cindy. Even if we were there, we would never, and I mean we would never, let you stay in the same hotel room on our honeymoon. Are you nuts? Besides, the honeymoon was canceled. How could they let you stay there? We canceled that.
Are you serious? Okay, if that's how you want to play it, I'm going to use my last remaining option.
Option? What option are you talking about, Cindy?
The option to make you see the light. My last resort.
Sorry, I have no idea what you're getting at.
I'm currently at an expensive restaurant. The course is $500 per person. I'm here with a friend. I'm going to use your credit card to charge for the both of us. Total $1,000.
Huh? Why do you have my credit card? Oh, you're not talking about the one I lost yesterday, are you? Was that you? Did you take that, Cindy?
Surprise! When you came over and picked up that travel bag, when you were busy digging it out of the garage, I swiped it out of your purse. Oopsie. See ya! Thanks for dinner. Hey, sis. Brenda. Pick up, would you? I'm at the checkout counter. The credit card is no good. It's getting rejected. What's going on?
I tried to tell you earlier. Obvious, isn't it? I canceled that card as soon as I found out it was gone. I thought I dropped it somewhere. Can't have some jerk using it.
Why would you go and do that? You mean, the card's no good?
Yes, as soon as I saw it was missing, I contacted their emergency line and canceled it.
Tell me you're joking, Brenda.
The normal thing to do is cancel it right away.
You can't be serious. I was supposed to pay this full course meal. $1,000. How could you do this? I had to go to the bank and withdraw money and pay the restaurant. Ugh, this is all your fault, Brenda. I can't afford to pay $1,000. I needed the money.
Hey, Cindy. I was thinking, I couldn't help but notice.
What? What is it?
Are you on this trip with someone?
Huh? What are you talking about?
You mentioned that you were having dinner with someone. $500 times 2, you know? Who are you with? You mentioned the hotel suite too. 4 of us? Is someone you're traveling with footing the bill?
Yeah, my boyfriend. You know, the guy I've been seeing for some time now? My boyfriend? The guy I'm gonna marry? What about him?
That seems kind of strange.
What do you mean strange? What's so strange about that? That's what normal soon-to-be married people do, right?
No, it's not that. Your boyfriend, at least the guy I know, Randy, if I recall, he said he had to work despite it being a holiday today. Weird that he would be there with you.
Huh? What are you talking about?
When we went to the airport to hop on the plane for Florida, we met Randy at the airport lounge. Yeah, he was in his business suit, looked kinda a little unhappy about having to go on that business trip. Guess it was important.
Really? Yeah. How nice.
Who are you on this trip with, Cindy?
I was, you know.
You're kidding me, right? Your wedding is planned for next month and you're on a trip with some guy? Really?
No, you got this all wrong. I said boyfriend, but I really meant just a friend. Just a misuse of the word. Nothing serious. Like, girlfriend or school friend. You know what I mean. Just a good friend that happens to be a guy.
So you have a fiancé, marriage is set for next month, and you go on a trip with a friend that happens to be a guy and you happen to stay in the same hotel room.
Right. You know what? Stuff like this is normal in this day and age. You're getting old, sis.
No, not normal, Cindy. Downright abnormal. Oh, yeah. You said you were gonna tag along with your boyfriend on our honeymoon and stay in the same hotel suite? That was your plan, right? Did you even stop to think that we would see this guy and… Do I really have to explain this to you? Geesh, Cindy.
I figured after you guys fell asleep, I would sneak him in and, in the morning I would just shoo him out before you guys woke up. Figured it would work fine. You'd never find our…
You really think that would have worked? Did you really want to go that far just to get a free trip? I just can't understand what's going on in that little head of yours.
Brenda? Sis? Could you keep this quiet? I mean, from Randy.
You really think I'm gonna go along with your little love charade? Of course I'm telling him.
Oh, please! I beg you. You know Randy? He works at a major corporation, and that corporation is owned by his dad, and he's slated to take over when he retires. Ugh, I finally found a super promising guy. Don't go screwing it up for me, Brenda.
A little too late for that, Cindy. Barry is calling him right now.
Excuse me? No way. You're kidding, right?
Yep. Looks like he's explaining the situation to him right before my eyes. Hold it a sec. Seems like we didn't have to tell him anything.
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, it seems your little escapade with your so-called boyfriend, he already knows. Yeah, he knows who this guy is. This guy you're having an affair with.
You're joking. I know when you're pulling my leg, Brenda.
Oh, yeah, when we met up with Randy at the airport, he wasn't going to work. He was actually headed to where you are, with a private investigator. He plans to confront you guys in the act. You see him around anywhere?
Confront us? What do you mean, confront us?
He's on the phone with Barry now. He says he spotted you guys. Nice little coffee shop.
Randy terminated our engagement. He wants compensation for screwing up our engagement. Ugh, help me out, Brenda. I don't have that kind of money. He also wants me to pay for the wedding, which was canceled. It's only a month away, so they want the whole enchilada. Can you believe it? Oh, I can't believe it. I mean, a month before should have at least been 50%? But everything? Oh, come on. It's all your fault, Brenda. It's because you didn't take us on the trip. You had to cancel your honeymoon. So, pay up. Get Barry to pay. Ugh, he's rolling in the bucks anyway. Come on. Just this once, please. Oh, your little sister is in trouble here. Oh, help me out for God's sake. Oh, Mom and Dad won't lift a finger. In fact, they kicked me out of the house. Oh, now I have to find an apartment. That's right. This is your fault, sis. Find me a place to stay. I prefer that tower apartment downtown. Ooh, yeah, now I could live there. Ooh, I'll find a new guy. Oh yeah, top floor if you can.
Cindy?
You and Barry are going to put me up in a nice condo in the city. Ah, this is going to be great. Okay, waiting for your call. Remember, top floor.
You have gone totally bonkers. Cindy, high-rise condo apartment in your dreams.
Huh? Come on, sis. Brenda. Barry's rich. You guys can afford this? Your poor little sister is in trouble here. Help me out, Brenda. Please. Come on, sis. Just this one last time.
Sorry, I'm gonna have to block you, Cindy. See ya.
Why? Why would you block your only sister? Oh, come on, Brenda. Give me a break.
Cindy's opportunistic ways, this habit of leeching off others, I think it comes from my grandmother who partially raised her. She really took Cindy under her wing when she was growing up. She taught her to take advantage of everyone around, whether it be money or some advantage she should gain. I guess it really had an effect on her. Once she found out she couldn't get any money out of me or my folks, she went to her boyfriend. But this guy, a real piece of work himself, apparently had a fiancé himself. He immediately dropped her and bailed out. Too bad. Seems like they were made for each other. She soon found out nobody wanted anything to do with her. But she wasn't about to give up. She schemed to get some rich guy that she could leech off. But although she did find a fairly rich guy, he turned out to be married, and in the end had to pay compensation to the wife for causing a rift in their marriage. Up to her ears in debt, all she was left with was to use her body to make ends meet.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hello, Iris. I heard from a mutual acquaintance that you were getting married. Is that true? To think that you would get married before I did. I'm so jealous. What? Oh, is this Mara? Yep. We haven't seen each other since we graduated university, right? Long time no see. I know we weren't that close back in university, but we were kind of friends, right? Oh, yeah. Long time no see, I guess, Mara. How are you doing? Fine, I guess. Hey, you got married, right? Yep, I got married 3 years ago with a senior from university, and 1 year ago we had our first child. Why are you asking? You see, I only happened to hear about it when a mutual acquaintance of ours told me about it recently. Why didn't you call me to the wedding? That's so cold of you. Sorry, but it's not like we left you out or anything. We just didn't have a wedding ceremony in the first place. We had a photo wedding and took some pictures of us in our wedding attire. Back then, Corona was still a major thing, so we decided that it wasn't a good idea to host a large wedding ceremony and invite lots of people. I told everyone I know about the wedding through Instagram and text or stuff. Oh, is that so? Well, I didn't contact you to complain about not being invited to a wedding. I called because I was so surprised that you were able to get married to him. I never expected him to be able to do it. Huh? What do you mean you never expected him to be able to do it? Do you even know who my husband is? Yeah, kind of. I don't know. He told me he would be asking you out, but I wasn't sure whether you would actually say yes or not. He's a friend of a friend, and I only found out that you two were still together recently. Seriously, I was so surprised when I found out you married him. And why exactly are you so surprised? I don't think there's anything to be surprised about, honestly. Well, I only wanted to make sure that he was really your husband now. What do you mean by that? You'll find out soon enough. I said what I came to say, so bye. Oh, there's a chance that I'm going to contact you soon about something, but now's not the time. You'll find out soon enough. What in the world are you talking about? Are you planning on doing something strange? Nothing important. Ignore what I said. Bye. Okay. Bye, I guess.
Iris, there's something I need to tell you.
Oh, hi, Nico. What is it?
Did you hear what happened?
Yep, I heard. I just got word from the lawyer I hired to put a restraining order on him at the time.
I see. I was told about it by one of my friends from university, but to think that she would do something like this. That Mara.
Yep. I was quite surprised when I heard about it, too. I had no idea this was happening.
Tell me about it. I think this is what they call karma.
I don't know. There are a lot of things going on in my mind, but some of the things I want to say to her are just too rude to be spoken aloud, so I think I'll keep my mouth shut for now and wait a bit longer.
Yep. I think that's a good idea as well. Let's just wait for now.
Hello, Iris. Hey, who do you think I'm currently going out with, LOL? I'll give you a hint. It's someone you know very well. Huh? Is this Mara again? What in the world are you talking about? I said, guess who I'm going out with currently? I don't know. I'm not an expert on your interpersonal relationships, so I can't really guess even if you ask me to. Well, I guess what you're saying is true. Even back in university, we were in the same club, but we always hung out with different groups of people. I guess we weren't ever that close, LOL. So, who are you going out with currently? Oh, so you're going to ask me? At least try to make a guess first. Sorry, but I literally have no idea who it could be. Seriously, you're no fun. Are you sure you want me to give you the answer already? I know you said it was someone I know. I mean, I guess it's no use asking me if it wasn't, but I have no idea who this person you want me to guess so badly is. Fine, I'll tell you, LOL. The correct answer is your husband. What? My husband? To tell you the truth, we've actually been dating for 4 months now. Huh? What you're saying doesn't make any sense. You see, we used to go out back in university. But when I heard that he had married you, I couldn't just stand by because I knew he deserved a better woman than you. I knew you'd probably get mad, but I decided to steal him from you. That's not all, though. We even got pregnant. I'm currently pregnant with your husband's child. And I'm going to make him take responsibility, all right? What do you mean, you're going to make him take responsibility? I mean that I'm going to make him divorce you and marry me instead. Isn't it obvious? We have a baby now, so it's only natural, don't you think? Can I say something? What is it? Are you going to deny it or something, LOL? It's no use. My baby is concrete proof that we were together. You said that you've been going out with him for 4 months now, right? But my husband cheating on me with you at that time is physically impossible, I'm afraid. Huh? What do you mean, physically impossible? But just last week we made love to each other several times. Oh, I get it, LOL. You don't want to break up with him, so you don't want to admit that he cheated on you, right? I mean, I get what you're feeling. I mean, he's such an amazing guy that you wouldn't want to let go of him even if he cheated once or twice, right? But you've got to understand, Iris. Now that I'm pregnant with his child, I have no choice but to make him take responsibility for this. If you don't get divorced from your husband soon, your child might get into some trouble. Not that I'm implying anything, LOL. Huh? Are you threatening my child right now? Because I'm not going to take things like that lightly. Calm down, Iris. I didn't mean anything like that. But it's true that he has to take responsibility for my child as the father, don't you think? Hold on just a moment. What is it? Are you seriously not going to give up, LOL? Your husband cheated on you, and I'm now pregnant with his baby. Deal with it. Yeah, but what you're saying doesn't make any sense because my husband and I were abroad until just last month. What? Why are you abroad? But that's impossible. I've been meeting your husband constantly these past few months. I'm sure of it. You must have mistaken a different man for my husband. Because the two of us were abroad for about a year due to work. Meaning that it isn't possible for you to have started going out with him 4 months ago. What are you talking about? I can't be mistaken about your husband. That reminds me, you never asked me my husband's name when you first contacted me about it, right? You only called him. Now that I think about it, I guess I never did ask you his name. My husband's name is Nico Ricci. Is he the guy you've been going out with? No. We went to the same university. He was a year older and from a different department. I heard that he went out with you for a while during your first year, but he broke up with you in just a month since he found out you were cheating on him. What? That guy? Nico Ricci. The two of us have been going out together since my second year of university and eventually got married. Hold on! You're not making any sense. But isn't the guy that was your boyfriend and eventually became your husband Nello and not Nico? What? Nello? He's my ex-boyfriend, who used to go to the same department as me back in university. We broke up when we were in our second year because there were other people we wanted to go out with. After we broke up, I heard rumors that Nello started going out with you, so that's why I thought he was your husband. Mara, what you're saying is wrong. What? But I heard from everyone else that it was Nello. I want you to stay calm right now. Nello wasn't my boyfriend. He was just stalking me for a while. Huh? A stalker? Yep. He confessed his feelings to me probably right after you two broke up. But I had literally just started going out with Nico, so I had no choice but to decline his offer. The day after that, he started stalking me, and I think he's the one who made up the rumor that he was going out with me as well. Did you know that Nello left university without graduating in his third year? Huh? I never knew anything about that! I placed a restraining order on him since what he was doing was just going too far, and he was also forced to leave the school. Seriously? I did think that I no longer saw him around campus around the same time, but I never knew he was expelled. Not only that, you'll probably be shocked at what I have to say, but I'm currently at Nello's funeral. What? What happened to him? But I just met him a week ago and he was fine. A few days earlier, he was caught in a traffic accident and passed away in the hospital, apparently. I didn't go to visit his grave, but yesterday was his wake, and today is his funeral. I was told about it by a friend from university. What? What are you saying right now? Nello's dead? But he can't have passed away a few days ago because I just met him yesterday. What? Not only that, but I video chatted with him just this morning. What do you mean it's Nello's funeral? That's impossible! I think that person isn't Nello, but Nello's twin brother. What? Nello has a twin brother? This is the first time I've heard about this. Apparently, the two of them were separated at birth by their family and raised in two different households. The two of them grew up not knowing that they had a twin sibling, and were only told about it after their first year of university. What? Is this a dream or what happens next? What I'm going to tell you now is just what I think happened based on the circumstances. So you'll have to do a bit of investigation on your own if you really want to find out. What is it? Is it something serious? Apparently, Nello's twin brother was the kind of person who would pretend to be Nello, so he could trick other girls into being with him. I don't know what was so attractive about Nello in the first place, but who knows? Apparently he was. What? He would trick other girls into thinking he was Nello? So he might have tricked me as well back in university. Who knows? Maybe he did. He went to a different university as us, but it's not like he lived far away, so it's possible. Anyways, it seems he's married now. My guess is that he's pretending to be Nello so that no one would find out that he was cheating on his wife. Really? To think that I was being fooled all this time! Like I said, what I'm saying is just what I think is going on based on the circumstances. Well, I guess it's a certainty now. Since you said yourself that you met Nello yesterday, even though Nello died a few days earlier. It's the only explanation. There's no way you could have met Nello yesterday. Unless Nello's twin brother was actually the one who died, but that seems highly unlikely. I feel bad for Nello. Kind of. He did used to stalk me, but at least he wasn't evil like his brother. But there's no way! He told me that he was Nello, and I never suspected him! Don't you think I would have noticed it after all? I used to date Nello back in university! I don't know, but it's the only explanation. He must have fooled you. But... Hi, Iris. What you said yesterday was true, apparently. I contacted him after yesterday's conversation and confronted him about actually being Nello's twin brother. And he confessed. He told me he would never be seeing me again, then blocked me. What am I going to do about his baby? I see. That's unfortunate. This is all your fault! What? How is this my fault? It's your fault for not telling me you got married! If I had known he wasn't actually your husband, I would never have gotten pregnant with his child! So you're saying that you only went out with him so you could steal him from me? Because for some reason you thought he was my husband. Yes! It's all your fault, Iris! How could you blame me for your mess? I never told you to steal my husband in the first place. But it's true that if I had known this wouldn't have happened. Wait, hold on. So you heard from someone that I got married, but didn't bother to ask them who my husband was? Ugh, but I thought it was Nello. After all, you two used to go out back in university. No, we didn't go out. And even if we did, that doesn't automatically make him my husband. That stuff happened years ago. And besides, I told you that my husband was a senior from the same university, right? What? You said that? I didn't notice. Nello was the same age as us, so there's no way it could have been him. I don't know how you just overlook something like this, but okay. You really said he was a senior? Why don't you go and check the chat history? I know you'll find it. Anyways, while it's true that this isn't all your fault, you were tricked by Nello's brother into thinking he was Nello and abandoned after you got pregnant with his baby, after all. But it's your fault too for deciding to steal my husband without even stopping to make sure who my husband actually was. Not to mention the fact that trying to steal someone's husband is a deplorable act in the first place. This is your fault, Mara. You put yourself into this mess. But even if you say that now, let me just tell it to you straight. You probably contacted me because you wanted me to help you in some way, right? But I'm sorry, I'm not going to help you. Actually, I'm not sorry. You deserve this for trying to steal another woman's husband. But I know you got the wrong guy, and it's not like anything actually happened to me. But I have no intention of helping a scumbag who boasts about stealing someone else's husband. Besides, you just thought that I was involved in your mess, but it was all your misunderstanding, so... But what am I going to do now? I barely make enough money to get by when all I have to provide for is myself. I don't have any savings either. I have the feeling Nello's wife is going to find out and make me pay an alimony as well. Well, not Nello's wife, but please, Iris, just give me some money. What made you think you could rely on me? The person you just boasted to about stealing their husband. You're delusional, Mara. Don't contact me or my family ever again. Goodbye. Iris, answer the phone! You don't need to give me money anymore, so just give me your husband instead. Your husband is an employee at that foreign firm, right? So you must make a lot of money. Give me your husband. You see, unfortunately, I was right when I said Nello's brother's wife would find out and she would make me pay an alimony. I need the money to pay for it, so just give me your husband. He can pay for it instead of me, and he can provide for me and the baby after that. Why won't you answer me, Iris?
Hey, Iris, are you alright?
What? Well, I guess I'm fine physically. Why? Is something the matter?
Apparently there was an incident at the Rome headquarters where a crazy pregnant woman barged into the office screaming our names and telling us to come out. I was worried she might have done something to you, so I contacted you to make sure you were okay.
What? A crazy pregnant woman? I think that's Mara.
Apparently she was screaming something about how she wanted you to divorce me and how I needed to marry her instead. She was taken care of by the police, so it's fine now though.
Yep, that's Mara.
Yeah, it was her.
I see. She did give me these crazy texts telling me to divorce you and give you to her instead, actually.
What? She told you about this?
Well, she didn't say she would be barging into your company headquarters. But apparently Mello's wife, meaning Nello's brother's wife, found out about her husband's relationship with Mara. And now Mara has to pay her an alimony. She said something about how you must make a lot of money since you're an employee at a foreign firm. So she would marry you and make you pay for the alimony, and also provide for her and the baby, I guess. It was so crazy, I thought it was best not to reply.
Oh, my back just went cold for a second. Jesus, she may actually be clinically insane. She was always a bit hard to understand, but it seems like she's finally lost it.
That's what I thought when I saw those texts as well. She really thought I would help her when she told me that she stole my husband. Honestly, that woman thinks the world revolves around her or something.
Yup, it's why I broke up with her after only a month. I'm currently in Italy, but thankfully I was made to work somewhere far from Rome for a while.
Yeah, that was lucky. Who knows what she might have done to you if you were at the company headquarters.
Well, nothing happened to us, so I guess there's nothing to worry about now.
Thank you for worrying about me. Thankfully, she didn't know where we lived, or who knows what she might have done. She would probably have gone directly here instead of your company headquarters.
Yeah, it makes me scared thinking about it, but I'll be home soon.
Yep. Take care on your way home. I think a brief overview of me and Mara's life leading up to this incident is needed. Mara and I went to the same university, K University, and we met at the school's volunteer club. The two of us were never that close, as I already mentioned. So at first I found it strange why she seemed to be so interested in my marriage with Nico. I had heard from Nico that he had dated Mara for just a month, but that wasn't enough of an explanation. But when I found out that Mara apparently thought that Nello was my husband, everything made sense. You see, Mara will tell you that the two of them broke up because they both found other people they wanted to date. But the truth is, it was more like Nello dumping Mara because he wanted to go out with me instead. I kind of feel bad for Nello since me and Nico had just started going out, and he had no way of knowing that I already had a boyfriend. Mara, on the other hand, took this breakup poorly, and from then on she started purposefully treating me like shit. When until then, we had more or less gotten along. A year later, we all graduated university and went our different paths, and me and Nico got married 3 years after that. During this time, Mara was unable to find a husband, let alone a boyfriend. So on the day she found out that I got married, she must have been more jealous. I only heard about what happened to Mara after that from other people. But apparently Mello, Nello's twin brother, was married to the daughter of the CEO of a large company. It seems that this was the biggest factor that decided Mara's fate. First off, the baby Mara gave birth to was taken from her by Mello's wife and was given up for adoption. It seems Mara herself didn't want the baby, so there were no complications regarding this. Based on your perspective, it could have looked like Mara was being thrown a life-saving boat. But in truth, this was the start of a frightening future. Mello's wife was furious and used all the resources at her disposal as the CEO's daughter to get her revenge on the two. It seems that she sent both Mara and Mello to a company overseas so that they could pay for the massive alimony that she was asking them to pay. Honestly, this doesn't make any sense, since both Mara and Mello had jobs that certainly paid more than a job at an overseas company. But I guess that's the power of a CEO's daughter for you. She surely threatened them or something. Also, Mara's parents cut ties with her also after they found out that she had laid her hands on a married man. Mara, with no connections, left her hometown in Italy, was taken to the airport one day by a black van. Where she is and what she's doing right now, nobody knows.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey, sis, what do you think you're doing? I can't believe I finally decided to allow you to come to mine and Benjamin's wedding, only for you to reply to my invite message that you're not coming? How rude! Explain yourself. Explain myself? Shouldn't it be me asking you to explain yourself? Why should I have to explain a thing? What kind of masochist goes to the wedding of the pair of snakes who betrayed them? I know you only invited me so you could rub my nose in it. Or could it be? Do you still have feelings for my Benjamin? Does the regret over not being able to have him still eat away at you inside? Does it still keep you awake at night? Suck it, loser. Give me a break, Lisa, as if. Jeez, Becky, would you, get over it already? It's been over 2 years now. Look, I get that my Benny's a slick, stylish, high-flying company owner with more charm and charisma than a used sports car salesman. And I get that it must suck that your attempt at marrying your way into money failed so miserably. Now that I think about it, I guess when an ugly cave troll like you misses her window to get married, there is a strong chance it means a lifetime of being lonely and single. Taking all of the above into account, I suppose it's only normal you'd still be obsessed with your old fiancé, the one who got away. Like I said, no way. You couldn't be more wrong if you tried, I assure you. But unfortunately for you, Benjamin is my husband now. You're so not having him back. I don't want anything to do with the cheating lowlife you got your dirty claws into and stole from me. He's dead to me now. I wouldn't care if I never saw his face again. Huh? You could return him to me gift-wrapped with a ribbon on, and I'd still return him faster than you could say scumbag. So please, get married with peace of mind that I have precisely 0 feelings left for him. Goodbye. I just heard from Mom. Is it true? What are you doing, Becky? You showed up at my wedding? I thought you weren't coming. I mean, I did think there was a possibility you wouldn't be able to resist, so I prepared a seat just in case. But I'm still seriously surprised. What is this? I don't think the message app will let me send the number of crying, laughing faces I need to reflect how amused I am right now. Sorry to burst your bubble, princess, but I'm here today on an invite from the groom. Huh? The groom? As in... Oh, I'm with you. Benjamin prepared you a seat because he knows you still have really strong feelings for him, didn't he? He's so kind and considerate. What an amazing surprise this is. No, it's not like that at all. But still, I can't believe you took him up on an invite he only sent out of pity. Have you no self-respect? You have serious issues with letting go, sis. Want me to help you find a therapist? I'll pass, thanks. He only invited me due to our work relationship. It couldn't be helped. It's okay, honey. You don't need to make excuses. I'm not judging you. Actually, scratch that. I so am. I guess this means all the performers are in place and it's time for the show to begin. Thanks for showing up to my wedding, sis. You're the best. I'll make sure I rub your nose in how loved up and happy me and your ex-fiance are together so much you'll be itching to make a dash for the exit before long. Make sure to show me your most heartbroken, jealous, ugly loser face before you do, okay? Pretty pleased with the cherry on top? Hey, sis, what the hell was that you pulled at the wedding? You had no right to embarrass me in front of everyone like that. You disgusting little witch. Have you no integrity or self-respect? You make me cringe. What are you talking about? You were sat next to President Blumpkin the whole time, weren't you? I sure was. Why? What's wrong with that? Mr. Blumpkin is the CEO of one of Benjamin's client companies. Sure, I know that. What of it? What? You knew? Wow, so you really do have no self-respect or integrity. I'll ask you once more. What are you talking about? Looks like you're up to your old gold-digging schemes again. Once a gold digger, always a gold digger, huh? You thought this little stunt of yours was gonna bag you a man with even more money than Benjamin, didn't you? Sorry to have to be the one to break this to you, sweetie, but Mr. Blumpkin just got married last month. I can't believe you're so desperate to find a husband after missing the boat to get married. You'd set your sights on a married man. How tragic. I can assure you I'm not as desperate or unprincipled as you seem to think. But an ugly cave troll like you is sure to stay single forever. I get it must suck to be you, but would you mind not pulling embarrassing stunts in front of my whole wedding on your desperate panicked hunt for a man? I'm not desperate or panicking at all. I'm married. Why would I be? Huh? Wow. So you're so pathetic, you're resorting to blatant lies now? This is the most pathetic thing I've ever seen. I might actually feel bad for you if I wasn't laughing so hysterically. How about you try asking Benjamin? Huh? Benjamin? Yep, Benjamin's the one who invited President Blumpkin and his wife to the wedding today. I had my suspicions when the invite came, but it's clear to me now that he invited us without having any idea who his wife actually is. I figured there was no sense in keeping it from him, so I had Donald call him up and explain. You should know that my wife is your ex-fiancé and your new wife's sister. Are you still happy for us both to come? Huh? Donald, wait, what? You're Donald Blumpkin's wife? Are you seriously telling me us being together at your wedding all day didn't give it away? How was I supposed to know? Actually, I guess no one from work had seen us together before. And we did get married on a tropical island in the Bahamas in a small ceremony that only Donald's close relatives were invited to. I guess you can be forgiven for not putting two and two together. Wait a second. So you two really are married? Well, this is the first I've heard of it. Duh, of course it is. It's because I cut all ties with you 2 years ago when I found out you'd been screwing my fiancé behind my back. Not to mention our parents for blindly defending you throughout the whole thing. If not for today's wedding, you probably would have never found out. I can't believe this. What the hell? Benjamin was pretty shaken when the penny dropped too. Despite the fact that Donald explained he was married to your big sister on the phone, I get the feeling he somehow managed to convince himself I was just someone with the same name. The human ability for self-delusion really is an incredible thing. You should have seen the look on his face when he saw us together. All the other bigwigs from the industry were with their wives, so he couldn't even pull back to compose himself when he realized who Donald's new wife is. I've never seen him look so sweaty and agitated. Once me and Donald were sitting there in the front row, sweaty Benjamin had no choice but to accept the fact we were there. What the heck? This isn't fair! I can't believe you married Donald Blumpkin. He's the one they call the prince of the hotel industry, isn't he? He's model-level handsome, and it's said he's one of the richest men in the state. Cannot believe this. Ugh! His company is so big, it makes Benjamin's look like a kindergarten club. I was so jealous when I heard he got married last month. I thought, wow, that's one lucky woman. And then on today of all days, I find out his wife was my ugly cave troll of a big sister all along? Not fair. No, I won't have it. You can't be happier than I am. Not fair. Wow, Lisa, you're unreal. Have you heard yourself? You just got married to Benjamin. You're a married woman now, so I strongly suggest you stop saying things that could give people the wrong idea. But it's true. Wait a sec. If Donald was happy to marry an ugly, washed-up old hag like you, surely a beauty like me should be in with a shot. No, scratch that. More than a shot. I bet he'd drop you in a second if he knew he could have me. Huh? Right, that's it. It's not too late. I'm still in with a chance. Yes, I can still bag myself a high-spec stud. My very own CEO husband. Time to go tell Benjamin he's out of luck, because I'm marrying Donald. Lisa, what on earth are you saying? Why? Why didn't President Blumpkin want me? This is so messed up. It was so easy for me to seduce Benjamin back when I stole him from you. I barely even had to do anything. A suggestive smile, a subtle flutter of the eyelashes, and he was mine. Anyone with a working pair of eyes can see I'm the better option here. Is Donald blind? Listen to me, Lisa. You should know that guys like Benjamin who give in to the temptation of other women despite having a fiancé are the exception, not the rule. I'm guessing the fact that you were so easily able to seduce him gave you the false impression you could do the same thing to any guy whenever you wanted. But as you now know, life's not that simple. But this is me we're talking about here. I told Donald he could have me as his bride. Me! Surely there's no way he could resist an offer like this. Aha, that's right. I bet he just needs time to think about it. He's sure to toss you aside like the piece of garbage you are any time now. I just know it. Have you really still not noticed? Noticed what? Who my husband Donald really is. What do you mean? He's the CEO of one of Benjamin's client companies, right? Nope. I guess he did look extra sophisticated at the wedding, what with having contacts in instead of his glasses, and he did change his surname. Huh? What are you getting at here? Are you trying to say he's someone I know? Exactly. Stop acting all self-important and just tell me who he is already. His old surname was Davids. Davids? Full name, Donald Davids. He changed his name when he married into the Blumpkin family when they wanted a successor to inherit their hotel chain. And that's how President Donald Blumpkin was born. Donald Davids? Wait, that four-eyed loser? I'd really prefer it if you didn't call him that, but yes, he's the person you're thinking of. The same Donald Davids you bullied mercilessly as that gloomy four-eyed loser for 3 long years in high school. No way, this cannot be real. You and your lackeys put Donald through hell. He knows what a malicious, black-hearted lowlife you are better than anyone. Any chance you ever had of him liking you disappeared when you chose to subject him to 3 years of hell back in high school. This isn't the kind of thing you can make go away by smiling and fluttering your eyelashes. Oh my God. Fine, I get it. Okay, you can shut up now. I give up. He's all yours. You win. This time. You might have won the battle, but you didn't win the war. Don't go feeling all smug about yourself just because you lucked out one time. Soon, I'm gonna marry a man richer than you could possibly ever imagine. You'll be so jealous you won't even be able to sleep. I'll have so much money, you'll be begging me for handouts. Just you wait and see, bitch. I think you should try taking a look at reality before getting lost in your absurd fantasies. Huh? Reality? Whose fault was all the drama over the breaking up of the engagement yesterday? Who cares? I'll just say it was your fault. If you didn't trick me into getting engaged to a worthless loser like Benjamin before climbing your way up to President Blumpkin, none of this would have happened. I think this is what they call avoiding reality. Are you actually being serious? What? Yes, I'm serious. I think you'll find the one who broke up the engagement was you, Lisa. If you hadn't totally lost your mind and tried to get your claws into someone else's husband on your frickin' wedding day, you wouldn't be in this mess. Huh? If you still don't get it, I suggest you think long and hard until something clicks. Goodbye. Becky, Apparently the compensation and the money for the wedding venue comes to a nice round $50,000. You better hurry up and pay it pronto. Why me? Because everything that happened was your fault. Who else would be paying if not you? I'll be sending you my bank details soon, so make sure I get every last cent of what's mine. Ugh, you're impossible. You haven't stopped to think and reflect on your situation for even a single solitary second, have you? Why should I have to think about anything? Because Benjamin isn't asking me to pay him $50K, is he? He sent you the bill. Which means that no matter what you say or think, from his perspective, this is all your fault. Huh? What? Good grief. Come to think of it, this is exactly how you acted when you stole Benjamin from me 2 years back.
This is all your fault for being so ugly, Becky. If you were beautiful and gorgeous like I am, I would never have been able to steal your man in the first place.
Obviously, that was never going to wash with anyone. Which is why Benjamin ended up paying me the share of the compensation you owed me. Stop dragging things up from the past, you bitter loser. That's old news and no one cares. What a shame. Now you've gone and made another huge mess for yourself because you didn't learn anything from your past mistakes. Huh? It's hardly strange that your fiancé would claim compensation from you after you betrayed him, is it? It's common sense. I think it's about time you noticed what a tragic mess of a human being you are. What are you talking about? I'm not messed up at all. I am so beautiful that people will forgive me no matter what I do. You might feel confident saying that in private messages to me, but how about we see what you're really made of? Are you ready to say the same thing in front of a lawyer? Or how about in front of the cops? Or if this ends up going to court, how about in front of a judge? Could you say the same thing then? You don't seem to know this, but it's seen as common decency to apologize when you do something wrong. However, if you do something that an apology won't make up for, you pay compensation, settlement money, or damages. You apologize financially in the form of giving the person or people who suffered as a result of your actions money. Given that your ex-fiancé is currently filing for compensation from you, that's the exact situation you're currently in. Do you understand yet, Lisa? Benjamin covered for you after what you did to me 2 years back, but something tells me you won't be so lucky this time, what with him now hating you and all. Let's face it, you don't have a hope in hell of our mom and dad being able to come up with $50K, so this time, you really are on your own. You don't have to take my word for it either. Apparently, they told the rest of the family they can't afford to cover for you this time around. That's why you're gonna help me! You still don't get it, do you? I'm President Blumpkin's wife. You know, the same President Blumpkin you made an inappropriate sexual advance against on your wedding day. I'm also the same person you caused untold emotional distress to 2 years ago when you stole my fiancé. Surely it doesn't take a genius to figure out that helping the person who hurt me is the last thing I'd do. Start using your head for once in your damn life, you childish pea-brained moron. Oh my God, don't call me such horrible things, you meanie. Ugh. You know what? You can try and make me feel bad with your nasty name-calling and insults all you like, but the bottom line is I can't afford to be paying anyone $50K right now. In that case, how about you get a job and start earning your own money for the first time in your life? Huh? You heard me. You were so confident in your little trick of dating and marrying guys with money would get you through life without ever having to lift a finger. But you were wrong. And what do you have to show for it? You're alone and desperate in your mid-20s without having ever worked a single job. You have less experience of the real world than most high school graduates. Whether you have any self-awareness or not, whether you realize how desperate your situation is or not, you're at rock bottom, and there isn't a soul in this world who's either able to or wants to help you. That's why it's time to grow up and find your first job, Lisa. You have no other options, and the sooner you accept that, the less painful this will be. Me? Work? No, I can't. Is there no way I can get out of this without working? I don't want a job. Surely I'll be able to find another rich guy to seduce. Relying on rich men to fund your existence has its limits, Lisa. It's time to face reality. I suggest that unless you want your situation to get even worse, you get to work on writing your resume ASAP. What? I've made your situation as clear as I possibly can. There's nothing more I can say to you at this point. Oh, and it should be obvious by now, but I have absolutely no intention of helping you. Goodbye. Me? Work a job? But how? As for what happened during the few months preceding today's saga, for some strange reason, Benjamin started stalking me. When I told my husband Donald, he made some phone calls and used his respected position in the industry to get my crazy ex-fiancé fired from his job. The fallout didn't stop there either. Everyone at my dad's workplace found out about the Lisa incident, and before long, the whole workforce was talking about him behind his back, and he was the butt of every joke. Unable to bear the embarrassment, he voluntarily resigned. Unbelievably, he showed up on our doorstep begging me and my husband for money, apologizing profusely in floods of tears for always taking Lisa's side. Naturally, we slammed the door in his face and got on with our day like nothing had happened. Last I heard, he's working 12-hour shifts at a fish factory just to keep on top of the rent. As for my wayward little sister, I heard my parents kicked her out immediately after finding out about what she tried to do with my husband. In a desperate panic, not knowing what to do, she ended up accepting a strange offer from a suspicious man on a street corner. And now, she works the kind of job I'm not even sure I should mention here. Hint, she's out a lot during the night. It was when she sent me an arrogant message boasting about her new job, fawning over herself for how amazing she was for being so popular with so many men, that I realized my sister was well and truly beyond saving. I blocked her without saying anything on the sound advice of my husband.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.